And we are back. We've got a caller, Celestine.
Judge Vonda Evans. I watched and I loved you when you were on the bench, and now I have to ask, I admire you. As a teacher, you need to teach, and keep on teaching. Your words today touched me so much. And I'm 85 years old.
Ooh, I love that.
You are so positive. You just don't know what you did to me today. I don't call it on you much.
Well, I'm honored that you called in today. And let me say this to you, Miss Celestine. I appreciate it. I'm honored you called, but let me say this to you. Rosa Parks said she'd have freed most slaves if they knew they was. We have to get out of this slave mentality. Just because we're not, we don't have shackles on literally does not mean that we don't have shackles on figuratively. And we can no longer be tolerated. We need to be at the table. We need to have a seat designated for us. Our views need to matter. And we need to be able to deal with this. That's what we need to be able to do. And that's just it. And the thing about it is, which and I do admire. Back in the day, Jesse Jackson's tell him in a minute, listen, if you are going to utilize our money, our resources in your business, then we need a seat at the table. Bottom line. Because you can't keep taking from Black people. And we can't keep giving to them, thinking, oh, they my boy, they my girl, they my friend. Don't give a damn about you. They just trying to get the money from you or to get the workmanship, whatever it is from you. But they're not trying to let you have a seat at their table, be on their board of directors, make decisions with their policy when the decisions that they make are directly affecting people of color. Don't you agree, Miss Celeste?
You just keep on teaching. I'm listening.
I love you. I love you. Thank you so much.
I love you too.
But see, that's what I'm saying to you. It's something that what I'm saying, or me and other people are saying, oh my God, she said that. Why shouldn't we? That's what I'm thinking, but I don't want to say that out loud. Glamaholic. I'm gonna get a whole bunch of names. Protect Black women, Teflar. These are people that are Black people that in an industry where Black women would take their last to buy Gucci, Prada, Balenciaga, Fendi. What they doing for Black people? Balenciaga ain't doing nothing for Black people except exploiting them. Same thing with Gucci. Oh, they got Dapper Dan. Okay, and they making them millions and dollars. What you doing for the Black community? Are you taking money and putting it back in the community? No, you're not. So what we need to be able to do is to make sure that we support these businesses who have similar products that are being sold by Black people. We need to automatically say, oh, okay, a brother, sister, make that, I'm going to do that. It's amazing to me. Granted, those of you know that, I was a former criminal judge. I get a lot of calls for criminal. I understand that. But I've heard people basically say, oh, well, if you got a personal injury or auto injury or you've been shot by the police, you don't go to no Black lawyers because they don't know what they're doing. What? Because see, they ain't going to treat you the same. What? Then I get calls from people after they done spit them out and threw them out, and then they want me to come and recorrect things. We have to start being able to patronize and spend our money in our community. We have to be willing to do that. Now, I'm not talking about a person is giving you substandard service. I'm not talking about that. But why is it that the minute that we think of certain liabilities or certain actions, auto accidents, personal injury, police misconduct, why is it we always run into somebody that ain't Black? Why? Because we as a people have been bamboozled into believing that any black step back, black is inferior unless you're being charged criminally. It's insane. And we do it time and time again. I cannot tell you how many functions I had, and I just stopped going, that I would see lawyers who 90% of their clients are African Americans, and they got one lawyer on staff with them that's black, making millions. But we won't go. Don't call her. Don't call her. You just call her if you need a writ. You call her if you got caught stealing, and then I want a deal on that. But we can't do that. It's sad. It's the 21st century, and we still doing it. And ain't nobody doing it to us. We are making choices to not patronize black people. And so when we see businesses with handbags, oh my, look at that. Or we hear people talking about supporting black businesses and support and being about black people. Oh, that's radical. That's not radical. It's called self-preservation. It's not radical. There's nothing wrong with black people supporting black people. There's nothing wrong with that. Hello? But it's time out. See, let me explain this to you. If black people support black people, we don't need no handout from nobody else. We don't need a handout because we got each other. But we won't do that. We won't let the black dollar circulate. If we want to sell our house, we can't. Oh, don't go to no black realtor. They can't do too good. Don't go to no black realtor. Don't go to a black bank. They don't give you good service. You know what I'm saying? Huh? These are myths that we perpetuate. I went to such and such, and I waited, and you done been at some white places too, and you waiting, but you ain't even gonna talk about them, throw them under the bus like that. I'm not talking about patronizing businesses that do have a superior work ethic. I'm talking about penalizing businesses or not considering businesses because the owners are black, because the people that work there are black. That's what I'm talking about. That's wrong. Because they can't do too good. Says who? When I got my bar card, it didn't say black lawyer. It said lawyer. It didn't say like a bill or something like black lawyer. Okay. I got the same access that everybody else got. But it is a challenge to convince black people to come to my law firm for anything other than criminal. Because we want to believe that if we get somebody who is not black, we're going to get a better deal. We're going to get a better payoff. Our house going to sell for more. We'll get a better settlement. And it's quite the contrary. At least I know this. Black professionals going to fight hard for you because they want you to win. But you don't, I don't walk in there with me. I don't walk in there with me, a white man or a white woman. They gonna do what? They're not gonna get you no better deal. They're not gonna do nothing. And it's so amazing. In the auto area, many of the larger firms they won't go to jury trial. They'll settle because they don't have the time to extend to doing a jury trial because ask them, I want a jury trial. No, we can't do that. Because they allocate so many hours to a case. Black business, they had to go all the way. But you don't ask them questions. We got to stop. But as long as we bend down, people going to ride us. Well, she been over. I'm going to ride her. because she want to get rolled. We got to have that conversation. And that's not being radical. It's called self-preservation. And we admire other cultures for it. But when it comes to Black people doing it, we're being radical. But when other cultures celebrate themselves or spend money within their own community, we're like, oh, that is so wonderful. But we won't do it. We will not do it. And we got to get away from that, because there's a myth that we perpetuate that Black service, Black products are inferior. And until we as Black people stop perpetuating that, we're going to believe that. And as a result, we don't have to have somebody to enslave us. We enslaving ourselves. Because only when Black lives matter to us, financially and socially, will it matter to the world. I'll be back. I'm on a roll.